47 Minecraft mob facts you possibly didn't know. "47 Minecraft mob facts you possibly didn't know." 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 "47 Minecraft mob facts you possibly didn't know."
Hello? Hello? You guys hear me? Hello? You ugly. Oh. Yo. Oh, no. Hey, wait. Hey, Chad, I'm gonna do what I did last stream. Wait. No, you don't know. Ew. Ew, a potato. 1v1 me. Okay. they sweat. Holy crap. How close it takes, man. Okay, I'm gonna put that hell on. Am I really that stupid? I guess I am. No, I'm not doing I am not doing that. I'm just gonna look at my pick. Why do I keep doing this? I wanna go. Am I the only Canadian person on the server? Chat, if I listen to chat. Hey, yo, someone challenge me. Chat, someone challenge me. Let's go. Go. Yeah. Totally. Okay, I know.
on Rift MC.
Yo, chat. I have my lunch, so we're gonna watch this video by Warner. Go something by the way.
See guys, if you guys would use wona.riftmc.co to join the server, it helps me out a ton, guys, and it tells me that you guys do enjoy the series I put out. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into today's video. A lot of action, a lot of clips, and yeah, let's just get into it. I'm too excited for this, guys. Right guys, so I hopped onto the server. Release was yesterday. Today's Sunday currently, and yeah, starting out a bit late, but no worries, we'll still be getting on top. And yeah, we got 2 pets out of our crate keys. We also got a seller wand, and yeah, we got a special pet, and we also got a common pet. Hopefully we could get an XP or money pet out of one of these. I have not checked the pets. That's one thing I didn't go through in the showcase, so hopefully we get something really good to help us with leveling up our island. Right guys, we are back and our pets have hatched. We did get a sheep pet and a squid pet. The sheep pet's like feather falling, and I believe the squid pet's just like helps you swim faster. So not bad. Unfortunately we didn't get like a money pet or anything like that to help us accumulate money or XP, or even yeah, XP pet is what we wanted, but yeah, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go to the dungeons and grind out a ton of scrap and see if we can get one of the sets, and that'll be like one of the main goals for today's video, and also to level up the island so we can place down our creeper spawners so we can make some easy bank. And yeah, let's get to it, guys. Right guys, we just killed the Husking, so that's pretty cool. I want to see how much scrap I get from that. I've been grinding out dungeons. I do want to get a set. I still don't know how you get the set, and I know how to look at the set, but I don't know how you physically get it. So I might have to ask one of the other players who played this server to see how you do it. But boom, that's 6 there, 5, boom, we got 60. And it's 16 for Huskull, that is Pog. And yeah, I'm just gonna go back and just, you know, grind this out for some hours, man, and see what we can do about it. Right guys, so I'm back and I have found a brand new way to make a lot of XP. I've been mining for like 20 minutes. And this is the OP way of making XP, and this is what you need: a miner pickaxe. I got mine off Prancing Potato, shout out Prancing. His channel will be in the description. He gave me this for a video, but so this is literally insane. Fortune 10, efficiency 10, breaking 10. It is literally so insane, guys, and I haven't been doing this for a long time. Like probably like I said, 10-20 minutes max, and 100 levels. And yeah, I'm just gonna be grinding out this. Also for money, if you guys do want some easy bank, potato farms are pretty OP. So I think a whole inventory is like 90k, but obviously when you do rank up your hoe, you do make up a bit more money with the enchants and stuff, and yeah, like the more you level up, the more enchants you can get. So you can get sell, which is, you know, 2k BM, which well, sell price, I think auto sell, yeah, auto sell, oh no, that's auto replacement. Auto sell is 50 BM coins. That is mad. I've just copped that, and yeah, so auto sells for us, and yeah, it's going to be a lot easier than just doing /sell all the time. And yeah, so see, not even from a full inventory, I got well, how much was that? 18k. So it's pretty OP. Yeah, these are the 2 main things you need to be doing to be getting up into the island ranking. And if I do /IS level, we are near 3. A lot of people are a lot ahead, but obviously I've only just found out that this is a thing, so I'm probably going to grind this out, and then we can play some spawners, like our witch spawners, what we do have, and blazers, and hopefully we can make a lot of bank off blazers and witches. And yeah, and then we can actually world edit this all out and make a nice little grinder. So yeah, I'm just going to be AFK in this for a bit, and yeah, let's see how much XP we're gonna make. Right guys, I am back, and let's just do sell all. Do we actually get anything? I mean, we get a bit of bank, not too much, but we do get some bank. So what I'm gonna go do, guys, is I'm gonna do /is level, I believe, or level. I can't even spell. Boom, and I'm gonna pledge all my XP and then do confirm. Boom, confirmed. Let's see what we got. We got to IS level 5, not bad. I want to see what spawners we can get, so I'll be back and see which ones we can place. Right guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to showcase the wand, which is here, and we're going to make our blaze spawner. So if we go over here, we set 1 point, we set this point, and we do /set stone. We got stone in our inventory, and that is 576 stone that it costs to make this. And yeah, we're going to be making a quick blaze spawner. So what we're going to do is just pop that there, and just clean this up a little bit. Break this bit because we do not need this. I did it a bit too big originally, so let's break that. And yeah, we've got a spawner here, and all we have to do, I'm going to do one more up just to be safe. And yeah, let's add these spawns on. Boom. Now we've got 15 blazers, and what I'm going to do is get one of my alts to AFK this and see how many blazers we do get. But let's test the XP. Oh yeah, this should be good. So how much are the rods? Not too much, but it's still good when we do get numbers. So by the time this is uploaded, guys, I probably have gone ahead and made a public grinder, so you guys can hop on and farm XP, because I think this is one way to get some good XP, and also get some nature scrap so you can build your nature set. And yeah, I'll be having that alt here 24/7, so yeah, hopefully you guys do hop on and come and play. And by the way, use my IP, which will be on screen, if you guys would like to support me. It will help me out a ton, and thank you very much. Right guys, we are back. I was trying to make a dome so you guys can TP to the island, but it's not working with lime glass, so I'm going to probably get the owner to help me with that to see if there's a solution, which I do believe there will be. But in the meantime, we do have an ult here to AFK the blazers. So far I just killed a good stack, but we've got 205 which just spawned, which is actually pretty good. And by killing these, you do get XP. The blaze rods, obviously, right, you can make a bit of bank, and these scraps, which are probably more valuable to make the set. And if we do /spawn, I'll show you, go ahead and show you guys the sets what we could obtain by doing this method. So if we go to scrap, we can make air set, which obviously you need wind. Well, yeah, wind is there, and then obviously it goes up to storm, but this is upgraded, so you go for wind, and then I believe you upgrade it through the dungeons by the level you do get. So yeah, if you do /is go and go back to the grinder, and we do have some blazers here, because I test placed a blaze spawner. I do sorry for the speech. I do not know what is going on with me today, but yeah, what I'm going to do is grind some blazes because it's alright level, I believe, and see how much a full inv of blaze rods gets us. And then I think I'm gonna go back to mining the grinding the pickaxe, because that is the best XP method in my opinion. And we do have 8.8k BM coins, and it's slowly going up after the grinding of the blazes, and we just killed all the blazes. So I'm actually, you know what, I'm gonna go sell all her, and we got 3.4k. So
Yo, chat, I'm back, chat.
an increase in XP. I think it's pretty good, but we're gonna go into
Hey everyone, in this Focal Assets directly inside of OBS Studio, as well as set up hotkeys to make video, make sure our scene or this video on today's video during our broadcast. Image files are in a .zip, so you'll need to extract them. I'll put everything on my desktop, and feel free to download the graphic assets from nerdordie.com. The overlay image files are in a .zip, so you'll need to extract them. I'll put everything on my desktop, and feel free to save yours anywhere. The files contain a generic overlay, but if you need to further customize your overlay, you can use our overlay maker. The link will be found in the description below as well. Let's first start with an intro scene. Broadcasters generally use this to give time for any viewers to filter in before they start their show. I do want to mention that the base canvas size I use is set to 1920 by 1080 pixels. If yours isn't, you may need to adjust some of the graphics with scaling and positioning. The first thing I'm going to do is rename our default scene to intro. Now let's add in our looping background video. Add a media source and name it background. We'll leave local file checked and then browse to find our video background file. Select loop as we want this file to continuously play in the scene. If you'd like, you can uncheck restart playback when the source becomes active, but this isn't necessary with such a small file. This option would help reduce some memory usage if you're concerned about that. Let's hit OK. Now let's add a text source and name it header. Hit select font and choose any font that you'd like to use and any styles here as well. I'm going to set the size to 72. Hit OK to go back to the font properties. I'm going to type "the stream will begin shortly" in all caps in this box here. Next, I'm going to select my font color. You can choose whatever you'd like, but I'm going to leave color 1 or the top to white, and then color 2, which is the bottom part of the text, is white as well. Hit OK once you're done with these options. I'm going to then hit Ctrl+D to center this text on my screen. You can also right-click the source. Go to Transform and hit Center to Screen here as well. We have a nice header message in our scene, but let's add something about our social media or a general message quickly. Create another text source, call it subheader, but this time make the font a bit smaller. In my version, I'll select 48. I'll also choose the same font I was using before. After I have those options selected, I'll just type something like "don't forget to follow" and then hit OK. Again, I'll use Ctrl+D to center my source to the screen. We need to shift this source down in its vertical position. While we could do this by clicking and dragging, let's do this a more precise way. Right click the source and go to Transform, Edit Transform. Here we have all sorts of ways to reposition our source. I'm going to increase the value of the second input for position, as this is the vertical positioning. This will allow us to keep the text perfectly centered horizontally. Remember, you can type in a value here to go a bit faster, or just click inside and use the arrow key up to move it as well. Everything is looking pretty good so far. If you have a logo, we can add it in as an image source. So in an image source, find the file you want to use as your logo. Now hit Ctrl+D again, right click the source and use Edit Transform. We'll decrease the second position value since we want our logo to go up this time. Feel free to play around with alignments and positioning to make your scene unique to your own channel. I'm actually going to click some of these sources and use the down arrow to nudge it down just a bit. And this will keep it centered horizontally as well. We'll cover customizing colors towards the end of this video. Let's move on to our gaming scene. I'm going to add a scene and name it gaming. First, I'm going to add a game capture and leave it at its default name. Next, since my game is already in borderless window mode, I'm going to uncheck capture any full screen application and select CSGO in my window dropdown. I'll leave the settings at their default and hit OK. Let's add a webcam into our design. For this, it will be a video capture device and name it webcam-gaming. After I make sure this device is set to my webcam, I can then set up some additional settings. You can leave your resolution and settings at your default values, but I'm going to change my resolution/FPS type to custom and set my resolution to 864 by 480. I know my webcam won't be very big, so there's no need to have the resolution any higher. Once the camera is added into my scene, I can drag it to where I'd like and use the corners of the red bounding box to scale it down to the size that I want as well. Let's now add in an image overlay. With the new image source, let's name it overlay. Choose the file you'd like to use as your overlay and hit OK. We can simply drag this image to the bottom since that's where I'd like mine. Again, if you need a different overlay design, check out the overlay maker on the Nerd or Die website. We also have a video detailing how to use it, which will be linked in the description as well. What if we want a custom size, shape, and color for a webcam frame? Honestly, the best way is to have a shape designed and edited in Photoshop or similar, but don't worry, we can make something work. Remember that big white rectangle I downloaded? Well, we can use scaling and filters to make it a border for our webcam. Let's add in another image source, name it webcam back, select the white rectangle file and hit OK. We'll see this image take up the entire screen. Let's first reposition it in our sources panel to be under our webcam. Next, let's resize it to give the top and bottom of our webcam a nice border. It might take a bit of adjustment to make sure the top and bottom sides are even. Remember, you can also use the arrow keys to reposition it. You'll notice that the border is too big on one of the sides of the webcam, so we need to crop that part out a bit. It's just a bit too big. We can do this in a few ways. The easiest way is to simply move the source a bit to the side with the arrow keys or by clicking and dragging it in that direction. We can basically nudge it out of the preview window until we get a nice even border. If you need to, cropping this image might work best, depending on where you position your webcam. I noticed that the color isn't something that I like. Let's change that with some filters. Right click the source and go to Filters. First, let's add a color correction filter. Choose Select Color, and you can pick any color here, or we can hit Pick Screen Color. With Pick Screen Color active, we can mouse over the color from your overlay that you'd like to choose with our crosshairs, and then click when we get the color we'd like to use. I'll drop this blue from the overlay. If you missed our video about filters, go back and check it out. This process will make a lot more sense. Something that I want to quickly mention is that OBS Studio version 0.14 and above will have the ability to hold Alt and then drag the sides of our bounding boxes of any source to crop them. The version that I have doesn't have that just yet. You can check the version in the top of OBS Studio. This is definitely the easiest way to crop sources. In a future video, we'll cover how to add donation, follower, and alert text in our scenes, but for now, let's move on to what I call the in-between scene. I've been using this term for a long time, and it basically means a scene that I'd use between games. So if you're just talking to chat or waiting in a queue, this scene is what you could use. Let's make a new scene called In Between. First, I'm going to add in a background video. This time I'm going to choose the version without particles, but pick whatever looping video that you'd like. Next, I'm going to add an image I downloaded from nerdordie.com, the In Between image. Let's add a color correction filter on top of this image to choose a color that we like. I'm a fan of blue, so I'll choose one that I like and go with that. Before we continue, let's take a look at how our scene looks in full resolution. I'm going to right click the preview area, go to full screen projector preview, and then select the display I want to view this on. We'll see what our scene looks like in full screen. Pretty solid so far, but let's add a couple of elements into this. Right click and go to close to leave this mode, or just hit escape. Next, I'm going to add my webcam back in. Since we already used this in another scene, I'll just add a video capture device and select add existing and choose webcam. Then hit OK. I'm going to move it around and do my best to line it up with one of these boxes here on the left. If you're having trouble getting the source exactly where you want it, don't forget you can use the edit transform box to use more precise values. You can use cropping here if needed as well. Let's do the same thing with our game capture. Add in the existing source and scale it to where we need it. We want it to be just inside of this blue box. After I position this where I feel is good, I'm then going to click and drag the in-between image on top of my scene. The boxes will now cover parts of the sources, and this will help create a nice frame as well. With that position, we're done for now with this scene. The middle area is intended for Twitch chat. This top right area is for our recent supporters, such as latest follower, top tip or donation, and recent tip. We haven't covered how to add those things in yet, but we will be in the next video, so make sure to subscribe to learn how to do that. We also have a spot for a music ticker as well. If we wanted to add a logo below the ticker, or a message with a text source, we can do that now. I'll actually add in my logo from an existing source for now. Let's next talk about duplicating scenes and how filters on sources work across various scenes. Let's say you wanted to make a Be Right Back scene. A quick way to reuse scenes would be to right click the intro scene and select duplicate. Let's name our new scene BRB. We can arrange scenes in the same fashion we can as sources, but I'll leave this BRB scene on the bottom. So to make this Be Right Back sort of scene, all I need to do is change the text from the stream will begin shortly to taking a break, I'll be right back. Let's try that and see what happens. Right click on the source we named header and go to properties. I'll enter in the phrase and hit OK. So once I'm done with aligning this, I should be good to go, right? Well, the change took place, but if we go back to our intro scene, we'll see that our text has also changed here as well. This is because we duplicated the scene and then we actually just changed this source. So we just need to make each of these a separate source. So I'll actually remove the header from the intro scene and add in another text source and name it welcome-header. I'll then just re-enter my message, the stream will begin shortly, and realign this source. The same type of rule applies to filters. If I wanted to make my logo into a watermark on my in-between scene, I would then first remove this current logo, add in another image source, let's call it watermark instead of logo, position and scale it to where we'd like, and then last I can add a color correction filter on top of it. I'll select a blue and set the opacity to 30. You'll see how the new image has a watermark-like appearance. So just remember, when duplicating scenes and applying filters to your sources, they can be affected throughout different scenes. If you need to, create additional sources. The last thing we'll cover is transitions and hotkeys to switch scenes. Transitions can be set and modified next to the Start Streaming button. We can select a certain transition and how long it takes. I'll put mine to 500 milliseconds. If we click the different scenes, we'll see a nice half-second transition. I like the way that this works, so let's go ahead and move on to hotkeys. Click Settings and go to the Hotkeys tab. We'll now see a big list of hotkeys because we have all these different scenes and sources inside of OBS Studio. We can even create hotkeys that allow us to show and hide individual sources for our scenes. For now, I'm only going to worry about the switch to scene option, and in this video I'll set them to Shift plus 1, 2, 3, and 4. I just click inside of the command I want to set and hit the keys I'd like to set them up with. Once I have all of them complete, I can hit OK and use the hotkeys to switch between scenes. You'll probably want to pick some different combinations of keys, but hopefully you get the idea of how these will help. With that, we're done with setting up our scenes, and in the next video we'll discuss different notification systems, and we'll even use one to fill in the rest of our in-between scene. If you like this video, please give it a like, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you really like this video, make sure to subscribe to Nerd or Die for more great streaming and video game related content. Thanks for watching.